DMR number 3, DMR number 3. In numbers 1 and 2, I am adding and subtracting, so I need to have those common denominators. The denominators in number 1 are 5 and 2, so the LCD of 5 and 2 is 10. So I need to change both denominators. Again, I'm going to set this up vertically because it makes the problem much easier for most people. So this is going to become 4 and something over 10. And this fraction will become 1 and something over 10. So looking at my first fraction, if my 5 is changing to a 10, that means I multiplied by 2. So I also need to do 1 times 2, which is 2. Down below, my 2 is changing to a 10. So 2 times 5 is 10. That must mean I need to do 1 times 5, which is 5. And now I am ready to actually add 4 plus 1, 2 tenths plus 5 tenths. 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 tenths plus 5 tenths is 7 tenths. Can I simplify? No, I cannot. Here's my final answer. Looking at number 2, my denominators are 2 and 4. The LCD of 2 and 4 is 4. So that's nice. One of my denominators gets to stay the same, so that's less work for me, which is what we want. We want less work. So 3 and 1/4 is going to stay 3 and 1/4, but 5 and 1/2 is going to become 5 and something over 4. So my 2 is changing to a 4. That means I'm going to do 2 times 2 is 4. So then 1 times 2 is 2. Now I am ready to subtract. 5 minus 3, 2/4 minus 1/4. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2/4 minus 1/4 is 1/4. That cannot be simplified, so it is your final answer. Moving on to multiplying and dividing. Again, for multiplying and dividing, we do not need the same denominators, but we have to have these fractions or these numbers in fraction form. So for number 3, I'm going to write 10 in fraction form by writing it 10 over 1 times, and 4 and 2/5. Remember, you're doing your denominator times your whole number. So 5 times 4 is 20, plus your numerator. 20 plus 2 is 22 over 5. I'm going to look to see if I can cross-reduce, and you can on this one. I would highly recommend cross-reducing, where you divide both 10 and 5 by 5. That's going to make your problem easier. But again, in class, most people have not liked doing that. They like just multiplying straight across and then simplifying. So I will do it the way the majority of the people like it. 10 times 22 is 220. 1 times 5 is 5. You can see that is a pretty big number on top. We're going to need to divide 220 by 5. How many times 5 will go into that? So 5 will go into 22 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20, so I'd have 2 left over. I'm going to drop this 0 down. And 5 goes into 20 4 times. Nothing left over. So that means how many times does 5 go into 220? It goes 44 times. So that is going to be our final answer. And moving on to number 4, again, first write these in fraction form. It's going to be 9 over 1 divided by 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20 over 3. Next, same, change, flip. So now my problem is 9 over 1 times 3 over 20. I couldn't cross-reduce on this one even if I wanted to, so I have to multiply straight across. 9 times 3 is 27. 1 times 20 is 20. So I have 27 over 20, which is improper. 20 can go into 27 one time, and there would be 7 left over. So 1 and 7 over 20. Final answer. And that is the end of DMR 3.